This is a guided tour of Hollywood Hits Theaters. Since we may not be open much longer, this is Theater 1, stadium seating. It's kind of dark, so hopefully the video actually comes out. This is Theater 2. This is also stadium seating. This one might be a little bit brighter. I'm going to go a little bit backwards because 4 is next. These are the poster cases down the lobby by 3 and 4. It's number 4. Some more poster cases. Girls' bathroom. Number 3. Number 3, The Office. The stairs to get upstairs. One set, The Chemical Closet. Theater 3 has seating on both sides of the handicapped area. It's our game room. So here's the lobby, the concession stand. Go through the back room at the very final stages, just so that we can shut everything down. Over here is the box office. I'm going to do this now just because the lights will be off by the time that we come back over to here. This is when we do inside box. Our little sign. It's where the door person would have stood. It's the men's bathroom. Number 5. Number 5 isn't being used right now because the bulb is a bit over time. Number 6. This one is also stadium seating. Our final theater is number 7. I'm going to go upstairs and do a quick tour of the projection booth on our way up to shut down all the projectors. Well, about half of them. Casey already shut down some for us. This is Theater 7. Here's our other door to the projection booth. It's a little bit dark because we usually keep the lights off in this stairwell. Here's our door to the projection booth. That used to be a time clock back in the day. This store's always stays locked, so we don't really use it much. So here's number 7. It's kind of dark around here because the light bulb blew out. I don't know if you can see this, probably not. These are the projection breakers that we shut down each night. This is the projector itself. Shut that down. This is our old projectors before they all went digital. We've got some speakers, just the old hardware. This was our paper closet. It's kind of empty right now. Here's our hallway down to number 6. It's one of the biggest movies Hollywood Hits had, and it was second run. This used to be our now hiring sign. Someone used to have to hang it off the side of the building. It's kind of where we just store everything, like empty boxes, warranties, and all that, just in case they're needed. So this one is projector 6. It's kind of hard to see the projectors. This pile of rugs here, many people have taken naps on, myself included. There's the ladders for when you go to do the marquee. Usually go right out that door there. Our old cheese machine. Old seats in case one of the parts broke and we needed to repair them. This is when we used to interlock when we had actual film. You could actually run movies in multiple theaters with the original film. This was kind of like a storage closet. A lot of like ceiling tiles and stuff in here. It's the platter system from the old projectors. All of the parts cabinets. Kind of hard to see these. This one has been organized so many times by so many different people. It's in fairly good shape right now. Another parts table. This was kind of like the work area. Here's projector 5. That one's already shut down for the night. Just more supplies and work area. Our Christmas tree storage. This is the locked stock room. We used to keep all the candy, bags, cups, posters, anything that is a little bit more valuable than just paper towels. This is the hallway between the two. Coming up to number 4 now. 4 is already shut down. 4 is a different projector because it was our first digital projector. It's our 3D machine. It's covered up right now. These were the cleaning and movie building cabinets. I'll open them up for you just so you can see. We used to keep like old film. That was the leader, the trailers, the commercials, also referred to as rolling stock. This was the more of the parts and the oil and everything. We've got the rings. Every movie needed a ring. Some cores, mini reels. This was number 4's like where all the actual work happened, where you built all the movies, all of our notes to each other. This is where we used to store the trailers. That was our light bulb storage. This was where you could kind of hang out when you were on your break. These are the films now. It's a little bit dark because I already shut the light off. This is an old lamp house. This was just like we restored all of our holiday decorations. Our bathroom. Jack Black and Borat survived for many years, so it's kind of fitting that now that we might be closing and Jack Black is finally coming down. This is the hallway going down to 1 and 2. So we've got all these posters on the wall. We used to decorate just to kind of make it a little more personal, break up the monotony of all the parts. Pieces of seats. 1 and 2 share a breaker box, so you always had to make sure that both of them were out completely before you could shut them down. These were the old projectors for 1 and 2, the platter system. This door went out into the parking lot. It overlooks the field. Used to have to mop the booth all the time. I mean, we probably should still do it, but everybody kind of moved on that used to be in charge of that. This one's projector number 2. Over there was number 1. That one was already shut off for the night. That's the old, how you used to have to start the movies. The old starting board. Let's zoom in a little bit. You had here, it's kind of hard to see where my My hand is, that was the start. There was one to switch the curtain, also known as the masking. You could turn on the motor that way. You could light the bulb on the side of the projector if you needed to. This was our sound tower, one of them, where you could listen to it, make sure that everything sounded okay down in the theater. Of course, you always have to go down and check in on it too. You can't just assume. That's where we used to have our slide projectors before the commercials were digital. More posters on this side of the hallway. An old pizza warmer. In case we had a ton of customers, we made pizzas ahead of time. Some of the trees from the old platter system, some of the old projectors, some parts that you can repair your screens with or put up a new screen if you needed to. This is our marquee letters. Obviously all alphabetized and numerical. This is an old lamppost. Projector parts. These are our 3D glasses. That's kind of more storage. Let's see, hopefully 3 is cooled down now. Alright, this is projector 3. Shut down the breakers. Okay. This was just storage. There was like extra envelopes and everything in there, papers. This is the stairwell that everybody is the most familiar with. This was the main entrance to get in and out of the booth. Up there we've got our roof hatch where, you know, in case anything breaks, like the AC or the heating, you gotta go up there. Sometimes you just have to shovel it. The employee lockers, if they wanted to use them. These are the supplies. We used to have to paint the floors in the theaters. You'd roll those papers down onto the rugs to protect them. Here's our break room. We had our microwave, a TV, movies that Frank P. brought in. The refrigerator, some hooks, you know, you can hang your stuff up. Those posters that were older that employees could take if they wanted. This is where the schedule and the X&O sheet was always posted, and any kind of memo that every single person really needed to read and didn't necessarily read when they got it with their checks. Now we're back over to number 3. So here's our office. Now back doors where Scott and Jim, the old owner, used to have his office. This is where Ann and my mom, Denise, used to do all their work. And Lorraine before them. Just old files. This is the office for the managers that they use the most. Our security monitor. You know, the AC, because at one point the AC wasn't working too well in here. Old, like, employee files, uniforms. The copier / printer. The bulletin board with everything on it. Just shutting down the building for the night, so sorry if the lights kind of keep going dark and bright again. Now we're heading back out here. We're going to start shutting down the lobby. And our tour is almost done. I'm not going to go into the bathroom because it's kind of gross. The game room. Our Gatorade machine. At one point it did have Gatorade in it and waters. You're always going to make sure that all the doors are locked and shut. Do another sweep through the concession stand just to get, you know, the extra feel for it. One last final walk through. make sure all these doors are shut. Okay, I'm gonna go into the back room quick and then our tour is gonna be done because it's time for me to go home for the night. It's Sunday night, August 21st. It's a little after 10 o'clock. See, this is our ice machine. Always makes it so hot back here. You know, pizza, pretzels, hot dogs, all that stuff stored in there. Butter stuff, or butter flavor, as I should call it. Where we do all the dishwashing. Popcorn stored back here. CO2, kernels, just like chips, soda, syrups, everything. The thermostats. Alright. Memos to the employees, things to clean, cleaning supplies, soda fountain, and that's the end of the tour. Thank you for watching, and good night.